Legalized marijuana in Michigan is still raising a lot of questions. Lawmakers and communities are grappling with how to deal not just with how the pot will be sold, but what it means for our society. That has led the owner of a Kalamazoo brew pub to use his business as a place for people interested in what he calls cannabis culture to come together. 24-hour News 8's Martin Dieters back from Kalamazoo. He has details and late word that there was a successful kickoff to this event, Barton.
Well, right, Leon. Mark Rupert said what he plans is not a hash bash. Instead, he wants to create a community of support and education. But it operates in a legal no man's land that has the attention of officials.
And they were like, you can't do this. And I'm like, I'm not doing anything other than what I would normally be doing on a Saturday night. Except tonight, I'm throwing a birthday party for weed.
Mark Rupert has been operating Rupert's Brew House on West Michigan Avenue for 5 years.
Exactly.
In this nearly 100-year-old building, best remembered as the former Boogie's record store and head shop. It is here that starting tonight will be the home to a weekly members-only event where for $20, people can talk about marijuana, trade tips for growing, or making edibles and exchanged gifts of marijuana as now allowed under state law.
I think it's important that the community have a place, a safe place where they can come together and just talk about it. It's recreational now. We should be able to get rid of the stigma.
While the pub will be closed to the general public, people can register on site, and there will be alcohol and beer available, including their signature peanut butter porter.
People indulge a little bit here and there, then that's on them. But we're not creating a smoke den. The idea is to create a cultural phenomenon that people can feel safe and talk about cannabis and cannabis products, cultivation.
He said any selling of marijuana or anything that violates the law will not be tolerated, and knuckleheads are not allowed.
We want people that want to be here for what it is. It's something bigger, and if you don't want to be a part of that, then you're not welcome.
Attorneys familiar with Proposal 1 say this is new territory that will likely have to be sorted out by lawmakers, something Rupert says he encourages. Rupert says he's made sure what he's doing is legal and in compliance with Liquor Control Commission standards, and he talked today with the Kalamazoo County Health Department.
You know, to them it was, oh, they're going to make a bunch of brownies and they're going to cook up a bunch of weird stuff in their ovens and they're just going to have a big weed party, and it took a little bit of me just saying, look, this is the exact same thing as a company outing, private event, or wedding reception.
As Leon told you, I just checked in with Mark Rupert, and he says things are going well, and more than 100 people have been through the event at the pub even as we speak. Anyone looking for more information can find the Brew Pub online or on Facebook and contact them that way. Live in studio control, Martin Dieters, 24-hour News 8.